Woof! Welcome to Tuesday with 2DogsDigs. And you can hear Doug barking in the background. It's time for more adventures of reselling with Craig and Rick. And today we're actually going to show you, we've been plundering into our profit piles. Because we have, I don't even know if it's a profit mountain range. Maybe, I don't know. It's big. We got lots of stuff, and our sales have been okay, but they haven't been as good as they were a year ago before all this mess that everybody's in it. Yeah, plotting perhaps. It'd be interesting to see. Now, Rick, I'm just going to bring you on. Hello.
Hello.
So one thing you'll notice, Rick, if you actually show a comment, it will now show as shaded.
I saw that.
It lets us know that the comment has been on the screen. It's something new that they just added. So, hi, happy Tuesday, everyone. Doug says happy Tuesday, too. Let's see what we got. Hey, Jennifer's here. Janet. Sharon's here. Susan. Tamara. Mr. Carl. Heather and Bob. We have Michael. Cindy, Donna, Lisa, Elisa. Now you're shady. Now when I move that, you go to shit. It shades you. It's just something new that StreamYard offered us, because one of the things that I think people were doing is when you're looking at the comments, if you look at a comment and you show it on screen and you forget that you've shown it on screen, so it keeps the comments there for us to read, but it just shades them a little bit so that we know that, oh, that one's already been posted in case we ever wanted to have it posted. So, but hello today. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is having a good week. It just started raining where we are right now. We did do a little bit of a run around today, but mostly the focus today is going to specifically be on plundering into our profit piles. I think that's the best way to say it. We're not throwing shade, we're just shady. Yeah.
Well, it depends. Let's see how the evening goes, shall we?
Yeah, we'll see how the evening goes. Our sales are a little slow in the past week. No real reason. We actually, I think between the two of us, I think I caught like a spring cold, and Rick had a spring cold, and then he gave the spring cold back to me, and then I gave the spring cold back to Doug. We have just been like ready. We're just old, I guess, ready to fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Yes. So if either one of us does,
we are napping aficionados. That's what it is.
Well, if we fall asleep during the show, you'll know it's got nothing to do with you. In all honesty, nothing to do with you at all.
Well, isn't that a qualification for public office now? Falling asleep during things?
We're partially narcoleptic. It feels like. Oh, it snowed. Holy gee. Andrew, I can't remember. Andrew, where are you? Where does it snow? Do we eat dinner? No, we haven't actually eaten dinner yet either. So.
I boiled some chicken for Doug.
Yeah, we boiled chicken for Doug. I did a little bit of shopping, and I had to get my car tires changed and things like that. But no, we've been Bruce Mines. Okay. We've just been, not sleeping well, everything, but nothing to do with the thrifting side of things. I think part of it is like, when you run into slowness, it sort of makes you a little bit defeatist. But it doesn't stop us from thrifting. But today Rick only went to one thrift store with us.
It was all I could handle.
It was all he could handle. So but there was a reason that he only went to the one thrift store. Because our rule that we have, which is no big things. No big things. No big things anymore. We're not buying big things.
Uh-oh.
And we drove up to this one of the Valley Villages that we go to, one of the thrift stores that we go to. And it was funny. I didn't say anything to Rick, and he didn't say anything to me. But as we drove up, we actually have to pass by the area that is their donation area. And in their donation area was a lot of wood furniture. Now, I noticed it and I thought, oh, look what they just got donated. And then, Rick, afterwards, you said you thought the exact same thing.
Oh, there was a lot of stuff that was dropped off. I thought it would take longer for them to process it.
We didn't. We thought it had just. I thought it had just gone there. So far, Donna, we have broken it every week. So I'm just going to show you the first thing. But when we're in the thrift store,
there's a reason.
Huh?
There's a reason we broke the rule.
But so this is, yeah, there is a reason. But I just want to show you. This is the first thing that we saw in the thrift store. This just rolled out. This, I think it is amazing. It was $49.
And it was gorgeous. Solid wood, not melamine.
It was
7 feet long.
It was so nice. I think that's the price. $49.99. There's another shot of it there.
It is like 7 feet long.
Huh?
It is like 7 feet long.
But the problem is, it was heavy, and we didn't take the second row out of our minivan. No, that was last week. There was one of those. This is a new one. This
was a cheaper one that was particle board.
We saw this. It was different. This was nicer than the one that we saw. That was the other dresser. The other dresser had this black thing down here. This was solid wood, not particle board. And it was 30% off too. So it wouldn't have been like
50. It would have been 35.
I loved it. We just did not have.
I loved it too, but we would not be able to fit it in the car. No. Not even with the seats out. We'd have to rent a truck.
And we were sitting there trying to figure it out, trying to figure if we could measure it and make it fit. And then as we were trying to measure it and make it fit, I walked down another aisle and there was this sort of whoosh sound on the floor, like just like
the
scraping on the floor.
Think Rosanna Dana moving her chair on the floor, trying to make that noise.
And underneath, no, there was no markings on that piece at all that I could see. I pulled out the drawers, tried to do a little bit of looking at that. So
it was popular. There were.
I would have to leave it there. I don't know if it's still there. I tried to get Rick to go back for it, like to go home, take the seat out, and go back for it. But yeah. Oh, I have the seats pulled down in my van. They never go up. Yeah, that's the thing. Is the minivan that Rick used to have is like that. You can put the seats down into the floor. The minivan I have, which is a Toyota Sienna, which I love, doesn't. You have to physically take the seats out. So, but I heard this sort of on the, and I looked down, and under a kind of cheap looking dining room table, and I don't have a picture of it in situ, but this got thrown out into the floor. That a teak coffee table that just got literally rolled, and I'm like, Rick, I literally pulled right out. It came in one side, and I took it out the other, and put it on my cart. So I kind of laid on top of that. It is gorgeous. It was $15. It was. It's in really nice shape, really nice condition. Yeah. No, we don't need a pickup truck. But so this was actually only $12 for this. Here we go.
And boy, was he getting stares when we were walking down to the checkout?
Yeah. But I rolled it. I took the legs off so I could fit it in there. Yeah, it was really a start the car moment. Start the car. Start the car.
And there's one little tiny.
And then Rick was like, I am fed up today. So we'd only been in there a half an hour. We didn't have that much. He'd only gone through like 3 rows.
Yeah.
I'd gone through the other part of the store. I had nothing in my cart at all. And then, Hercules. Start the car, Hercules. Any of those things are reply.
I don't know what it was today.
He literally turned.
Said, "I'm done. I have to get out of here. I'm finished. I'm sick and tired of these people." And then I turned around and,
Hat Company. Susquehanna hat. Slowly I turn, step by step. Inch by inch. And so he's walked about 20 feet away from me towards the actual checkout, because he did have a little sculpture.
Yeah, a little a sculpture, a little
sculpture. In the bag, in his thing, and he had an ice bucket, a little Marlboro ice bucket, $3.99, $2.99, and that's all he was actually going. That is actually from an Abbott and Costello sketch. You got to be old to understand it, but it's also referenced in Bugs Bunny. And yes, I fed him. He wasn't hangry. He just was.
No, I wasn't hangry. I was.
It was literally like crash test dummies in there.
They've reconstructed where the furniture is, and you can't get 2 carts down the aisle, and people are not polite. They don't say "excuse me." They don't wait for you to go. They push through.
Yeah. So and then he literally was like 20 feet away from me, and so they'd come out. So they came out with that big dresser. No, can't fit in. They came out with that coffee table. I was like, yeah, grabbing that. And as he turns away, they come out with something else. This is what they came out with.
This just came out. Literally. So we ran when they put it out. This just came out. Literally. So we ran when they put it out. Look at this.
It's a vintage wardrobe. The shelves have little things on them.
Gotta be small hats.
To pull out thing for your clothing. And then it says La Bus Factory. That was, let me see if I got a better picture of that. There's the other pictures I've got of that. So this is a better shot of it. This is actually it. So this is, it's a really beautiful pattern to the wood. The handles are amazing. There's a better close-up of the handles. They're really nice. They had little ties and scarves on that side of it. Then these had like hats, and then further down, pajamas, shirts, and sundries on the thing. Like, it wasn't a travel version of it, right?
Nope.
Just so cute. $30.99, less 30%. Now, I think I got a picture of Rick standing by it just to show you the size of it. I don't know if I put that in here or not. There. So that's how big it was. Like 5.5 feet tall.
5 feet tall.
And
I'm not that tall, honey.
I love it. Yes, we did too. And oh, that is interesting. And that became the challenge of the day. Because I said, we are not leaving without this. And he said, no, we're not leaving without this. I said, okay, so what do we have to do? We might have to take the actual seat that we have in the car, and we might have to take it out ourselves, and we might have to put it into where's the other picture I had of it? Oh, there it is. We might have to take the seat out of the car and flip it upside down on top of it. I might have to leave you here drive home, get it down, come back and get you, or you might have to take an Uber. And so we actually went, okay, we're going to try and, we don't know how, we're going to try and fit this in. And surprise, Hercules, it did fit in the car. They were nice
diagonally
in the back.
With one of the seats pushed as far forward as it could go.
It was, barely. Now, the fun thing was, it was like, what is this? Where are we storing all these things? In our garage, in our front porch, in our living room, and on our deck.
Yep.
Some of our thrift stores don't. It's like you got to buy it and take it. They won't let you hold anything on at all. And we weren't going to put it on top of the car like the Beverly Hillbillies, though. That's what we're thinking. We're trying to figure it. No, we're not keeping it. We bought it to flip. But Rick, I think you did a little look when you were trying to do something just to go. What was it? Was Le Bus?
It was H.L. Le Bus Furniture. It is an English manufacturer. That piece is a gentleman's wardrobe. And there are a couple of similar examples, not the same, a little more high-end looking. I think one was listed for $30,000, which is, oh my God, it's not that one. But I think it could probably sell in the $300 to $400 range. It's in really nice condition. It is truly an antique piece. It is British made, so somebody paid a crap load of money to actually get it from the UK to Canada.
Yeah, so here's the Harris Le Bus, which is the company, a furniture manufacturer and wholesaler based in the East End of London in Tabernacle Street with a factory in Fairy Lane, Tottenham. The firm supplied stores such as Maple & Co., producing bedroom and dining room furniture. The period they did their finest stuff was in the early 1900s. And they're just showing some of the stuff that they've done in here. Now, the challenge that we have is this is just our first thing trying to look this up to see what it is very much about it. It was closed, looks like in 1947, officially in 1969. But it's just such an interesting kind of thing to find. And people always say, like, there's the one that Rick said, there's a Harris Le Bus for $5,500. And then you go into no other Harris Le Bus. Oh, there's a sideboard by them for $2,800. So it's interesting that a lot of times people say, oh, you never find the stuff when you're going to thrift stores. No one can find anything. Everything's overpriced. No, you can find stuff. You can find stuff. It just happens to be big. And we didn't think it would be big. We didn't expect to look at something that was big. But I don't know if it was the same person or not. Because
I think all of the woody looking pieces were from the same person. I think the dresser, the hutch that we bought, or the gentleman's cabinet we bought.
There was a tea cart there. There was
the tea cart.
They were all different kinds of wood.
But they all have the same sort of energy.
Yeah, we're going to try. We got to do some research on it. But again, it was one of the things we just couldn't pass up. And then so it was like, that's it. We had to drive home. There was no room in the car. And if you see in that first image that I showed you of this, there, right at the very beginning there's my cart. There's that table. You can just see the table right there at the bottom corner. That's the teak table with the legs off of it sitting inside there as well already. So, but yeah, it was fun. And it literally, the minute it came out, those two things I immediately grabbed. I actually said to Rick, let's go back and try and get the other thing. We'll take out a seat and we'll go back now and get the other one. And he said, nope, it'll be sold. And we got in the house, and within 5 minutes, he was in his shorts and t-shirt and like sitting down having a coffee. I was like, I guess you're done for the day? He said, yes. Well, I had to still go out. So I go out, and what do I see? I end up going to another thrift store that we hadn't been to, and I saw this. This little table. And I thought, this is cute. It was $10.99. It's a little side table, hall table desk kind of thing. But the interesting thing about it is it's Thomasville. It was actually made in 1978. And it was, it's again, it was just something else. And so I sent Rick a message going, look what I found. And he said, no. So I said, oh, no. And he said, no.
Actually, I didn't abandon it. I already vetoed the big dresser. So
he vetoed the big dresser. So he lost his veto. And so that came home with us too. So it came home. It was $10. So less 30%. So $8. It needs a little bit. These handles need cleaning up. It actually is marked on the back that it was made in 1978. And it has really nice dovetail. I'm not sure if I put a picture of it in here, but it's wood. It's got really nice dovetail
joints
in it, so you know that it's real. And Thomasville's actually a really good name. So, like a hall desk sort of thing, maybe a vanity. Like, we don't know what it'll be for, but anybody could use it. So then...
Yeah, it's only 18 inches wide. It was like 40 inches by 18 inches. Yeah. So it is more like a
hall console or something like that. But again, very cute. Thomasville, 1970. So it's actually almost 50 years old. And $7. Could you pass that up? If you went... And this is one of the things that we say sometimes is we look at stuff and go, okay, if it's this much money... If we saw this as we were driving around a garage sale, what would we do? And again, that's one of the things that I know. That's why we have so much stuff and why we have profit mountains, profit pal mountains, literally because of that. How do you reserve it without someone else claiming it? Depending upon the thrift store, there's one of two things that I have personally done. I've either laid on top of the item, sat on it, put my hand on it, sat beside it, and then I wait to see any staff member that comes by, and then I grab them and say, I want this. And in those cases, those places usually will end up writing a sold sticker that puts on it, and they'll let you take the actual price tag, or they'll walk the price tag up to the front. With the big thing that you just saw that we showed you, that literally, the guy walked it, like put it onto a... dolly and rolled it right up to the cash desk.
Yep.
They don't.
Originally, I had taken the price tag off of it.
Yeah, they don't have tear tags at most of the places that we have in Canada. There's going to be some big items in our next Max sold. That's for sure. That won't be all big items. Might be some of the stuff from our profit pile. So
we shall see.
And then Rick, again, this is actually something that was in our profit pile, but it's still big, that we forgot about because it was a closed box, and he bought this. Now, when I'm talking about spending $7 on a Thomasville desk. This is what he bought. This is a giant, extremely heavy Rhodes reducing arc.
It's a surveyor's tool.
But we closed the box, so it looked like just a wooden box that was sitting underneath some other stuff. It was $49.
It's about 25 pounds of brass.
So... I don't know. I can't even. I couldn't veto it because I'd already used my veto as well. So, what did you look at when you looked at this, Rick? Did you find anything out about it? A Rhodes reducing arc. Let's see if I can find that. I doubt I will be able to find it.
Actually, if you do a quick Google search, it's the first listing that comes up. Go to Google.
Roads.
And just type roads reducing arc.
Reducing arc. Oh, there it is. A 1920s surveying tool invented by William Rhodes. Rare. $75. It's not rare if it's $75. There's well, okay. That's $75, Rick. Why did we buy it for $35?
Because we saw listings that were in the $200 and $300 range. That didn't show up when I did a search for it.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then actually you can see the box that it's in, which is why we lost it. But this isn't ours. But I don't know how we're going to sell this. That's just a weird one for us. So, but now let's go visit our profit piles and see some of the.
It was brass.
It was
brass.
I couldn't veto it. He wanted it. It's like, okay, well, it'll probably show up in the Maxwell too. We might try it first. We'll try it first on Facebook. Yeah, it's too heavy to ship. Maxwell or Marketplace is right. It's one of the first places.
Actually, I'm not scared of shipping heavy things. If we're using a cross-border shipper, they have some pretty good rates for things up to 70 pounds. So I'm not afraid of shipping heavy things.
You want to start?
Things, no.
You want to start with plundering the profit piles or something?
Sure. I think I'm going to start with something that I think is really fascinating. It is a puzzle. And I cannot find it anywhere. It is called Labyrinthus. It is made in Italy. And inside, a terror maze craze puzzle. It is a jigsaw puzzle. It has the original instructions. And the instructions are in like 6 languages.
But you're supposed to build that as a jigsaw.
Yes, you build the jigsaw. The pieces are still sealed in a bag. And they are like gold and blue foiled pieces. You can see them reflecting.
But who's going to be able to do that as a jigsaw?
I don't know.
I remember we bought it at an estate sale.
Yeah, and again, it's in fairly good condition. I mean, the box is slightly dented, but I could probably straighten it out. And again, there are the languages it's in. Italian, English, French, German, Spanish, Chinese, and Arabian. It was made for the export market. It was probably made in the 1970s. Because I did look up the company Vama Model Kit. And then I looked up Labyrinthus and a terrific maze craze puzzle. I couldn't find it.
No, we haven't found that. I think that's why it ended up being put back into our what are we doing with this thing? Like it was just such a bizarre kind of thing to find.
Yeah, there's no year on that particular puzzle, but when I was doing my quick research, basically it is likely from the 70s or 80s. So it is vintage. It's 600 pieces. And again, because it's a maze, it'll be really challenging. At least it's not a two-sided puzzle. That would make it a lot more fun.
No, I don't know. You've got to be a puzzle fanatic and a maze fanatic.
This would attract a very specific intellectual person who likes both jigsaw puzzles and mazes.
Yeah.
And they even suggest in the instructions that once you've completed it, you should frame it, and it would be a great conversation piece.
Yes. 40 years after you start it.
Actually, I could probably do it in a day, but I don't want to break the seal on the package.
Carl has some wooden Liberty puzzles in his death pause. He doesn't feel like doing them. A Mensa member might like. That's actually true. Now, here's something that you probably aren't used to seeing. This is in our profit piles. Brand new, but vintage.
Industrial
brewery saccharometer. So this is actually for a brewer to try and do like brew beer. And like it's literally new in its original package.
It's used to measure the sugar concentration by gauging its density.
And somebody wrote on there that add or minus temperature correction, July 1982. Now, you think this is kind of interesting, right? Well, it wasn't just that. We actually, I forgot all about this. We found a box of these. And we've got what they are, made in New York, AF Rux. And this was $7.99 for the box.
Yeah, we actually sold one during the pandemic.
Wait, Rick.
Oh.
There's 5 in there. So this is the 6th one. And I thought, we should see if they sell or not, right? So you'd think that we should see if they sell. And
I shouldn't have
they can sell. In fact, there's one that sold for $29. This is ours. This was what we sold for $29. And I think we sold a couple of these. And then I don't know how the rest, because that box was full. So I have no idea how, but there it is, $29.95, April 12th of 2024. So 2 years ago, we sold our last ones. And the last one. And then now we got that. Other people have ones here that have sold for $10.
I think we put 2 in a max sold.
And active, there's a couple in here that, but the thing about ours is they're new. So hopefully we should be able to get $30 for it. It's just a it's just a weird thing. Now, not only that is weird, but what's also weird is when you look into a baggie a box that you have that has baggies in it, and this is what you find in a baggie. And I was like, what the hell? Why did I buy this? $5.99 for some McDonald's toys. And then I realized why I bought the $5.99 McDonald's toys. And this is a throwback for those of you who remember. There it is, the reason I bought it. That is Animal. This is a Muppet Babies. And here we go. This guy for Muppet Babies is the Canadian exclusive. So the US never got Baby Animal. And in fact, just so you can see, this is actually a loose Baby Animal sold for under 20 US for the one. Well, this doesn't just this bag, this is the only reason I could figure out. This bag doesn't have one of these guys in it. This bag actually has one. Cool. And then it's got a Kermie and a Snoopy. But it's got 2. So that's why I paid $5.99 for it, to get these 2 brand new in their box, in their baggies.
I think Andrew sold one after we showed it on our show.
Andrew, the last time we showed it, Andrew, I think, ended up going and finding one in his profit pile and sold one. So this sold on March 16th for this one. And then when you pair them up with other things, you can get more for them. I'm just trying to see if there's any that are actually on live right now as individuals. And I don't see any singles anywhere on there. So again, this is the Canadian exclusive. So it's just interesting. If you do ever get a chance and you're looking, make sure you look at, this is the regular group. is the
You have
regular
to
group.
show the screen, honey.
Oh, sorry. You have to tell me that. There's none that
I'm
I can
telling you
find.
now.
There's none that I can find in there, but that are in the listings. Every once in a while you find them, but only, as I said, in the sold, what somebody did was put that guy in with the others to get $42 for that lot, and then that sold for $25 on its own. So McDonald's does, yeah, Canada does get the best in exclusives. We have some recently as well. So Rick, let's see another one of yours.
Okay, so this isn't an old Profit Pile edition, but I thought it was gorgeous. It was sitting on the bottom shelf. It's like 17 inches long, 10 inches wide, and maybe 8 inches tall. It was $25 less 30%, so $18. And it is Murano. And it's one of their lines called Yalos, I think. Yalos. And some of the solds for this are fantastic. They sell new for, $300-400 US. Oh, there, Craig is showing you the website. I did find some solds on eBay for something that pretty much matched that exactly for $250 US. So I'm not sure if I'm going to list it on eBay or if we might take it up to our booth. Who knows? We'll figure that out.
Are they still popular on the anti-growth? Oh, it's worth $200, but you sold it last year every $2,000. I think in this case the Yalos Murano stuff, it's still
being sold.
Still being sold.
I don't know how that got donated. I think it's from last year.
Yeah, that's, again, it's kind of like you wonder where did some of the stuff get donated from?
There are no chips or cracks. I rubbed every single ridge in it. It sings, so there are no cracks.
Yeah, it might go in the booth temporarily, like as a first thing, or it'll probably go on Facebook Marketplace first. It's not going to go into Max Sold first, so we're going to try that.
Oh, Heather was talking about the McDonald toys.
Oh, not the Murano. Okay, a wedding gift someone might have hated. Yeah, that's a possibility.
That's possible.
We've seen a few of those and bought a few of those kind of things in the past. So here's something else. This is older from our, this was something, again, this was a baggy wall find I'm going back, this is about 5 or 6 years ago. And I thought we sold these. I honestly thought they were gone. And then I found this in a box downstairs, and it's in a bag. And as you can see, it's nice. I've noted to myself in the bag, this is not listed. Like, I put a note in the bag telling me that it is not listed. What a stupid thing to do for stock. Here's a bag of not listed. Well, what is it? It's actually kind of cool. And I remember we bought I think I got about 10 of these. And they are vintage glass doorknobs by a company called, where's the name on it? Somewhere. Tasco, or I can't even see it. Tegco. There it is, Tegco. Builders Hardware. So it's a full set of these. Now, the funny thing is, I thought we listed these and sold all of them. They even have the hardware inside them too. And I do remember we bought them. I think they were probably $7.99 each, Rick, when I bought them, maybe?
Yes.
$5 each. And that's one. There's two. There's a different one.
We sold a set of 4 to Newfoundland, and we lost all of our profit because of the shipping.
No, we did not.
We did.
Sold that set of 4 for like $300.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay. No, but shipping was like $85.
I had them
shipping
listed for
$100.
I had them listed for $125 when we listed them.
Yeah,
now they were going
shipping
for
was horrible to Newfoundland.
Yeah. Quiet. No, they haven't been listed yet. They're still in the dining room. Yes, our house is like the TARDIS, only it's bigger on the inside.
The basement in particular.
You're welcome to see my downstairs. 1,000 square feet of storage. Yeah.
That sounds naughty.
I'm not.
You want to see my downstairs?
To own a TARDIS. I think you might have one though. Actually, they may sell well in the booth too. That's a possibility. That's something we might take up there. But yeah, it's just something else. Again, these are 5+ years old. This is pre-COVID, and I did not know that we had any left, because when I listed the one, somebody contacted and said, "Do you have more?" And I said, "Yeah, we have like a bunch more." And they said, "Well, can I get 4 of them?" And I actually think that we sold them. I thought we sold them for close to 400, but I know it was at least 200 and something, because it was like, holy crap, look what I made on these little glass knobs.
Yeah, and you know me, it's like, oh my God, the shipping is going to be horrendous, and it was.
Yeah.
Because it was rural Newfoundland.
Yeah, it was. Carl said, I can't walk through my basement anymore without stuff falling. It's so bad. It's like,
call Matt Paxton.
Yeah. What's his show called?
Filthy Fortunes.
Filthy Fortunes. There's a new show on TV in Canada, and you get in the States, and it is Matt Paxton, who just put the image up there. And
he was one of the cleanup guys for the Hoarders franchise. Hoarders.
It's a really fun show. It is, because it actually there it is. It's a really fun show because he actually goes and does. Oh, I haven't got the image up. There he is. That guy from Hoarders. He goes and cleans out houses and buys them. So it's just really fun. They've got 2 seasons now. I think they're maybe on HGTV in the States. It's either on Makeful or Slice or something in Canada, but it's a really fun watch. They've got some disgusting episodes and some just fascinating episodes, and they have a guy who, the bald guy is their eBay expert. This guy is the guy up in the top corner. He's their cleaner.
He estimates how many people
he's one of the haulers. But it's a really fun show to watch. We've been watching a lot of that. We found it about 3 weeks ago, and we've caught up on almost all of them. But it's a great show. But that's just it. It's like we kind of feel like, Carl, it's like walking into hoarding places and not knocking stuff over, but I see stuff like this and I just go, how do we still have this?
They get pushed aside.
It's just pushed aside. What else have you got there, Rick?
Well, this is a really interesting thing. Basically, it's a cigar box, but I open it up and it is milk glass Christmas ornaments. We got these at Brimfield about 10 years ago. And there are some really sweet ones. Here, let me take it out of the bag. There. Sorry.
It looks like Filthy Fortunes is on Discovery in the States, and it's on, you can find it if you go online. Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah, and one of the things that I discovered when I was going to list them, is that you can actually use a 9-volt battery to test them to see if they work. You hold one of the terminals on the end and then touch the terminal to the side, and you can show them lit. And look up milk glass ornaments, Craigie, and show some of the solds and some of the list prices. It's really fantastic. There are probably 20 ornaments in this box. I think we paid $100 and we got rid of the ones that didn't light up on eBay. I think we got like 40 ornaments for $100. And everyone in this box actually lights up.
Well, like that, this lot is, there's that lot of 3 for $55, $45. These two birds, $25. There's a little guy for $29.
This little guy looks like the devil.
27. So it's just, again, it's an interesting thing. So there's a lot of stuff that we have that's sitting in a box that, again, we bought it, closed the box, put the box aside, stack something on top of the box, and then you end up with like a whole bunch of stuff that you don't know.
This one is fantastic. It's a big Santa Claus head. Come on. There you go.
So we'll have to get those listed soon.
Yes.
Try those in the Facebook group as well. So, and maybe, and do again, probably do a little more research. We need to take the day after we buy to list all that profit in your basement. It's sad. It's not sad. It's happy. We're happy. We have so much stuff. Yay.
Well, plus it was after a Brimfield trip. So after the Brimfield trip, we would have literally 2,000 items.
Yeah, we'd have a car, a minivan in type. And yes, it's supposed to be last in, first listed. I have a newer system, so you don't have a profit pile anymore. What's that? What's your newer system? I thought you said you have 1,000 items in your basement. How old do you think those are, Rick?
They are probably 1930s, 1940s.
Yeah, most of the ones that are on, say, sort of 1930s, 20s, 30s, and 40s on eBay. So,
yeah, and if they're painted, the quality of the painting factors into the price. Some of the figures are more rare than others. If you can get a set of string lights that all match, you're talking about $800 or $900. And I think there's a particular type of string light or string or electrical cord that you need for those. I can't remember what it is. It might be C9. It's the older style. Now, I do have a question. I found this, which is kind of a weird celluloid toy. It's got these two little dog heads. And it's the thing where the plastic pieces are all joined, but they flip, and they can flip one way or the other. And I cannot find this anywhere.
well,
Does anyone have any idea what that would be called? Oh, sorry.
I guess grabbing something, right?
It's some type of toy. Jacob's ladder? Okay. But again, what's with the dog heads on both sides? There we go. Okay, well, with the words Jacob's ladder, I might be able to find something out about them. I'll do that later.
So I've looked up these. I brought these up, I think, 3 or 4 times, and I keep moving them, and then they get buried again. And I don't know. The challenge is it's hard to figure out what to do with these because of price-wise. I think I tried getting rid of some of these on a Max Sold, and I didn't get any money for them. And I think I should get more money. This is a bag filled with vintage Coro. It's a company called Coro. Stick pins. Little sort of deco-y kind of stick pins. You see Coro, originally $4. Most of them are, I think there's a couple of things that might even be earrings that match. Now, the thing that's strange is Coro is a name that I know. And I mean, look at what I got. This is one handful. I have an entire bag full of these. And I think I got these from a baggie wall. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know where I got these. There's nothing really about them that explains anything on them other than, let's see, I'm sliding one out of the thing. That's it. That's all it shows.
I will go look. I'm gonna go look after Doug.
Yeah. There's nothing written on it on the inside. Now the name Coro again it's a fairly popular name for items. And again, these are brand new and they are vintage, but I don't know how many people still wear stick pins or things like that. If I go to look up Coro, I don't have a lot of stuff that I see. Like, now wait, you know what? This is just wild. The last time I looked these up, I couldn't find any. So there's a lot of 18 of them for $58 that hasn't sold yet. This is really strange because this is literally, I hate when this happens, but there we go. This is literally what I've got. An entire lot of these, and they're all these it's almost the exact same. So somebody's got this. I'm gonna have to watch this to find out if anybody sells it. And this is actually coming from Canada, I guess, because look, no tariffs for U.S. buyers. It's an interesting flyer that they put right on there. It's their second photo down. So somebody might have, who knows, somebody might have bought this from me. But that's an interesting thing to find. And again, you never know what you're going to figure out and find in your profit piles. Again, that's 2 profit piles. I got one more thing that before we end the show, this is in the world of let's get weird. I had to buy this today. I saw this and I wasn't going to buy it. And then I thought I have to buy this. That is a good idea for that tariff picture. Yeah, I never thought about that. This is what I had to buy. How does your fat stack up? And it is literally how much fat is in various
food items. Yes.
Food items.
I see cheddar cheese.
It's some kind of display piece.
Well, if you look in the upper right-hand corner, it actually is part of the Government of Ontario's educational program.
Anatomical Chart Company.
Yeah, no, go up to the very top. You see the sticker, the yellow sticker?
Yeah.
It has a code on it.
Yep. Diabetes.
CLHIN. That's the Central Local Health Improvement Network. Remember, I used to work for the government?
Oh, yeah. I just thought this was very strange. This is going to go to our unit because it's just so strange to go for. But
yeah, that is weird.
It's very heavy too. It's not light.
I have something that's super weird.
Oh, you have?
I do.
Like me?
Ta-da!
Oh, God.
It's a flower planter. And it was $11 less 30%. I think she's beautiful. She's very heavy. She's concrete, I think.
She's weird. Yeah, it had a $50 price tag on the bottom, didn't it?
Yeah, it has a $50 price tag on the bottom. It's a company called, I can't read that. Abboll, Abboll.
Heather said, Bob noticed that the Barbie clothes she listed a while ago were no longer listed, so Bob had to play with Barbies and a dress immediately sold. Does the dog Jacob's Ladder thing smell? I seem to recall some type of moth repellent that looked like that.
No, it doesn't smell. I don't think it would be a moth repellent.
Yeah, so he actually really likes that too. So he's got a few of those planters that are just in the little bit on the bizarre side. So you'll just never know. And again, you got to have fun when you're doing this, because if you don't have fun, then there's no use in it at all. We did end up buying more big things, but we're going to try and get rid of them. And at least if it's a big thing, we're kind of forced to get rid of it, as opposed to a little bag of things that gets put into a thing, or a box that's filled with vintage light bulbs that could be worth $200.
How many cigar boxes are sitting inside other boxes?
Oh, we have shoe boxes.
We probably have like 20 cigar boxes throughout our profit pile.
And that's not even talking about the stuff
Everyone will be a surprise
beside Rick on the shelf. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hope you had a little. No, don't look there. Hope you had a little bit of fun today joining us on our thrifting adventures, looking through our profit piles. There's one thing I didn't get to, which I found today, which was an entire box filled. Again, I hit a baggy wall sometime, and I found all of these doll furniture, miniature furniture. And I would have bought it on a 30% off day, because it's $7.99. But look, the price on that one piece is $24 just for this one wooden piece. It's $24. So I guess that's why I bought it, for whatever I bought it for. There's that in there. There's an entire porcelain bathtub set and toilet. So I don't know. This was in another box of stuff that I have that I just didn't do it. Yes, we're going to list it all. That's the goal. Trying to get out of our slump of looking at stuff and shopping. Now that we've done all the shopping, we're not going out again until next Tuesday, unless it's garage selling on the Saturday. But we will try and list as much as we can, and we'll try and see if we can jump up our sales, even if it's on Facebook or wherever it's going to be. Thank you so much for watching us today on our Profit Pile Plundering. And thanks for Rick for letting me buy the thing I had, because he already used up his veto.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, Hydron bought a bunch of dollhouse furniture at Savers 30% off. Yay! Doll furniture can sell really well. Yeah, I just don't know anything about it. I'm like, why did I buy it? And put it in a box. List it all. That's what we're going to do. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful week. We will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.